Hey there, how's it going? What is up, everybody? Irish Orangutan is back to pass along what you need to know to get better at Madden and grow your MUT team. Enjoy the show. Today we are back to talk about the top 12 MUT heroes that did come out. We usually talk about these players by value, but it is a little bit more difficult when everyone is 90 to 91. There are a few in 90s that are rated higher than 91s, but that is very few and far between. But there are those two budget type players that I will be talking about at the 12 and 11 spot that I did want to get out there as well. So some of you who might not have the 200,000, 170,000 coins to go out and get those 90 and 91 overall players, you can get out and get these 85 to 86s and help out your team quite a bit. So the first player that I do want to be going over is Marquez ValdesSchuster coming in at number 12. He does have that 90 speed, coming in at 6'4" with a spectacular catch of 85. All those stats are absolutely outstanding. He can run a lot of those posts, the skinny posts that the Packers do run, and do a tremendous job of that for your team. And with that height, that'll help out tremendously with some speedy cornerbacks coming out onto the field, but a lot of them are a little bit shorter as well. Coming in at number 11, I forgot this player actually was not the higher rated of the two, but I would rate him much higher than the Josh Norman. So even a lower budget player, I saw one up for less than 8,000 coins, a right outside linebacker at 6'6" with 86 speed and 88 acceleration. Someone that can immediately come out and help you on the field. He is actually faster than the powered up Lawrence Taylor. He obviously does not have the power move, finesse move, and ability to potentially get off blocks nearly as good as Lawrence Taylor can, but he does give you that option of a speed rusher threat, so that is huge. Coming in at number 10, we have Deon Jones, the middle linebacker that makes the list for me. Him with his speed just allows him to have a little bit more staying power than a Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner can definitely come up and lay that hit stick, but with this Deon Jones, you can definitely just let him play by himself with that 84 man coverage and do a tremendous job. Also, he can keep up with a lot of halfbacks with that 76 as well. Coming in at number 9, we have Brandon Cooks. He is coming in at about 200,000 coins, so up a little bit at this point, but as you can see, he does have the speed of a Torrey Holt, and the deep route running actually is much better, so that is something that you can use to your advantage, and he is someone that you can just add to your team, run a lot of those deep routes, and immediately benefit with that speed that is higher than almost every other wide receiver that is out there at this point. Coming in at number 8, we have Kyle Fuller. He is one of those cornerbacks that's going to be able to come up and lay the wood. He is going to be the lowest rated cornerbacks of all of those that did come out in this series. That is because he just does not have the abilities of some of those other guys. He's going to be someone that can play on your team for quite some time with that 89 speed, 89 acceleration, and 93 zone coverage. His block shed, is absolutely atrocious, and even like a Tyreek Hill could potentially block him. So that's just something to keep in mind. Coming in at number 7, we have David DeCastro. He is the best offensive lineman in this promo by far. He's going to be my right guard, hopefully sooner rather than later. I hope to get him as one of my NAT players. Hopefully they do have the option of having 2 fantasy players chosen. If that is the case, DeCastro will immediately be one of my options because he is tremendous, and I'll be able to get one more Cowboy off my team. DeMarcus Lawrence was able to hit the road about a week and a half ago. Coming in at number 6, we have Chris Harris, a tremendous cornerback that has one of the highest agilities in the game. So if you can put him in a box, he will be tremendous. He is also able to fight against the run that everyone is having to come up against. He is the third-ranked cornerback that I do have on this list, with Kendall Fuller coming in a little bit behind him. He does not have the hit power of the Kendall Fuller, but his block shed is closer to a safety, so you could almost play this player as a safety or having him coming up into those zones, much like a Pat Tillman. Obviously, he's not going to lay the wood, but he's going to be able to get after the player and get to the point of attack that you really do need him to. But I do want to add on that I would not have him necessarily running up against some of those Randy Mosses and Tyreek Hills that you are seeing. Otherwise, he might blow past them. A slot cornerback or a safety is probably the ideal position for him. Coming in at number 5, we have Jalen Ramsey. He is a physical phenom, being 6'1". His downside is his ability to keep up with some of those top end wide receivers that we will be seeing. He has 88 speed, 88 acceleration, and only 85 agility. The thing that keeps him so high on the list, though, is his 90-man zone and press across the board. So just something to keep in mind. It depends on really what you need on your team. He's probably not going to be able to be your number 1 cornerback matching up with the next Torrey Holt for quite some time. Coming in at number 4, we have Jamal Adams, another tremendous asset and another tremendous strong safety coming out at that position. If there weren't so many solid strong safeties already close to his speed or exceeding his speed, including the player that we all get for free if we continue to work at the game, he would be ranked considerably higher because his man coverage, zone coverage is going to continue to get better. You can probably come those up and get them closer to 90, especially if you are going to be powering him up, and he's going to be a tremendous asset for your team. He can play the safety or box linebacker position and do a tremendous job at either position. And at number 3, we have Saquon Barkley. He is going to be the best running back with the ball in his hands. I'm very excited to see what he is going to be able to do on the field. He's not going to be one of those NAT players that I'm going to get, and I would probably not advise getting him NAT, but he is going to be a tremendous option for you just going out and getting the football, either just receiving the ball with that 74 catch is going to be tremendous, but with his 93 break tackle, 92 carry, 90 juke move, 89 spin move, along with that 93 agility, he's going to be tremendous for you. So just try him out and see how he stacks up. He's not going to have the speed of the Gale Sayers, but he's going to be able to do a lot more with the ball. Coming in at number 2, Xavier Howard, someone who I really wanted to test out and make sure that his stats did match up to what he did play on the field, and I absolutely did see that. The fastest cornerback in this promo, I guess, at least so far. They did come out with that Aaron Donald today, so they might be coming out with more limited time players. But the Xavier Howard, I do think is going to be an ideal fit for your team. He is very good up against the run as well. I did see him playing like a weaker safety would play. Again, he does not have the hit power of the Jalen Ramsey or Kendall Fuller, but he has a block shed that gets up closer to the Chris Harris, and he does come with that speed. So if you get this player in that, he can probably fit on your team for a little bit longer. His agility is a little bit closer to the Jalen Ramsey, but he's someone who you could potentially play over top and not put in the box as much the way that I'm playing. I have Slay and Champ Bailey, and they're playing tremendously at their positions, so really like him. And again, he fits in my scheme really well because I do like playing zone when I'm playing head-to-head. Coming in at number 1, and the other player that I hope to get NAT out of this promo, Delanie Walker. He's going to fit very well on your team for a very long time with that 84 run block. He's going to be a tremendous fit at pretty much everything you want him to do except for those high points. He's going to be able to get into space and cause damage, and he's going to be able to run block against anybody like an offensive tackle whenever you do need. But that is what we do have for today. I hope this kind of helps you out over the next couple days as you are able to pick those NAT players who you might want to select. Again, this fits a little bit with schemes. I do think Delanie Walker, Barkley, some of those players can fit in any scheme. Barkley maybe not if you want him to pass block all that much, but if you get the ball in his hands, he's going to do a lot of damage. So let me know who you are going to be selecting and if someone that I didn't put on this list you really think should be fitting on. That's what we have for today. I wish you all the best and take care. Thank you for checking into the Irish Orangutan channel. Keep coming back for more Madden knowledge. There will be consistent videos up every week, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to see them all. Come by Twitch to engage and hit me up on Twitter at Irish Orangutan. Take care and much love, everybody.